So it's really important to get accurate site captures, especially regarding trees and obstructions, because of how solar works in Washington. Most homeowners, when they go solar here, enter into a one-to-one net metering agreement with their utility. So being able to generate energy during the sunny times of the year here in Washington is crucial. So with Scanifly, we're able to give homeowners just that, a really accurate look at how the shading from trees is going to impact their array, give them suggestions on if they are considering removing any to help maximize production. We can give them that with a lot more confidence than if we were to use remote data. Because like I said, we really want to make sure that array is cleared of any shading during the nice sunny times of the year. So essentially from April through September, we want to avoid any shading and help them generate that bank of credits to use throughout the rest of the year. In the winter, it's not as important to have full site, solar access, just given that the total sun hours are reduced. There's also a lot of cloudy days and rain that just don't lead to a lot of production. Now that we have Scanifly, we can give really accurate reports on how trees are impacting production, give suggestions on how to trim or remove trees and what trees exactly to help reduce impact on production. And also just have that real one-to-one visual representation of what the trees look like. And even seeing the view sheds on the model helps us just feel confident in those designs. And then when we do cross-reference that with our remote data and remote model, we can proceed forward with a lot of confidence and good energy for the homeowner.
That's awesome. I love that. I love working with our customers in the Pacific Northwest, because I just love how you have to think about selling and installing solar in those parts of the country, but also it lends itself for really cool visualizations in our software when you have those photorealistic trees and you can run the qualitative shade analysis showing the sun's path at any day or time of the year, and then on top of that the quantitative view shed side of things too, and get a really neat picture for why getting that on-site data is so critical. That's awesome. The journey of joining Scanifly, switching back to Aurora, and then now switching back, at least that's how I understand how things went. The market has changed and adopting to different tools. So I'm curious what sort of drove the change back to Aurora, and then let's talk about maybe what happened that caused you guys to come take a look at Scanifly again.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just clarify first that when we did initially start using Scanifly, we were still using Aurora at the same time, and the goal was to support our Aurora models with the Scanifly design and kind of measurements. Things changed when we started to reduce the number of truck rollouts prior to selling the job. So we changed our processes to doing a full site assessment after the contract's been signed. And so that kind of reduced our need to use Scanifly as much. So we were able to change our processes up to reduce truck rollouts essentially. And we just wanted to kind of reduce our tech stack at the time. A few years later, now we've come back to Scanifly because we want to provide a really white glove experience. And we know we can do that by providing a lifelike 3D model and giving our sales team a tool to be able to provide that to their customers, especially when we're dealing with poor remote data, which is very prevalent in kind of the more rural areas in Washington. Sometimes it's not up to date. Trees get removed. It's hard to really get a full picture remote. So we're able to give ourselves a means to get really accurate site data with Scanifly for those kind of use cases, remote projects, remote data, or lots of shading or kind of programs that require minimum TSRF. We're able to get more accurate designs and proposals that can meet those requirements with confidence through kind of site assessment checklists. And also looking forward to the new development of the proposal tool to help provide more options for our team to give proposals that are impactful, provide the full value of solar in a clear and meaningful way, and is aligned to our brand and our quality of service.